were doing our wager. He didn't want to be involved at all for one bit. So that means that stubbornness stays inside the body truly true. I feel bad for him.
But now, Nigerians go they blast him now.
So we will feel bad for him.
I no follow. I'm not follow for the people who feel bad. Because like I said before, everybody will learn their lesson. Everybody will learn their lesson. I said this days ago. He should learn. What did Imisi say? You gonna learn. And what? You gonna learn the what? The hard way. I miss VDM. And you gonna learn the hard way.
Big Brother has made it abundantly clear. Only English and Pidgin are permitted in this house. When you choose to speak in vernacular, immediately translate. Imisi.
Yeah!
From this moment on, you are not allowed to speak at all until further notice.
Faith disqualification has been causing a lot of reaction from housemates to the viewer, like everywhere through. I understand everybody's feelings. Some persons like Faith, some persons cannot stand Faith, and all of those things. Housemates were reacting to the whole Faith disqualification. Kola said that it is obvious that Faith is very stubborn, that he could not imagine the fact that Faith refused to join the wager presentation last week. Isabella was saying that by now Nigerians will be dragging Faith. You know, Kebobona said, okay, even at that, some people will still feel bad for him. Some people will still feel bad for Faith regardless. And that was when Sultana said, no, it's not among those people that will feel bad for Faith. She has said it before. That everybody will learn their lesson. Just like VDM, talk, that everybody will learn the hard way. They will learn the hard way. Like she was just, saying plenty things. Honestly speaking, I absolutely understand Sultana. I know she's in her feelings. What Faith did to her today was unspeakable. Like, it's a lot, okay? I understand why she feels the way she feels and all of those things. Baby girl, I understand how you feel. Your feelings are quite valid. But you're saying that, everybody will learn their lesson. Every action will come with the consequences. You will learn the hard way. You yourself, you've not been absolutely innocent in the house. You've had your own fair share of not so good conduct in the house. Peeing on Dede's box was unspeakable. And Big Brother did you nothing. Nothing was done about it. And that act was quite intentional. It wasn't a mistake. It wasn't nothing. It was a pre-planned, pre-thought action. Your own not so good behavior slide, like, it fizzled out quietly without stress. Yeah, Faith is not perfect, but to a reasonable extent is, he made his mark in the house. Regardless of his flaws, he showed himself on the show. He had a lot of persons rooting for him. His flaws was what gave him out. Not because he wasn't deserving, not because every other person in the house are angels. A lot of persons have done things and nothing was addressed. And if I'm being honest, I think I blame the production team this year to a reasonable extent because beginning of the show, a lot of people were moving really crazy. A lot of things were happening. Housemates were moving really wild. Like acting as if they are in a lawless nation and nothing was done about it. Housemates were just cruising. Like if not that viewers spoke up against Bright, fight with Faith, nothing would have been done. A lot were swept under the carpet. So Sultana reacting and saying that this one, everybody will pay for their consequence. And to your own consequence that you did today, who paid you for it? Nobody. Yes, it's unfortunate that what Faith did to you was not good at all. But don't come and be, saying plenty things when you yourself is not innocent. You've done one or two in that house that were not so good. I think Big Brother punished Faith the first time, he reacted and was violent with Imisi. I am sure he will not be disqualified. But he has been moving. Like there have been a lot of cases of Faith being in a very heated back and forth and nothing was done about it. Because viewers spoke up against this one, because this one has to do with a woman, people now said no, that the show cannot keep condoning violence. That is not what the show is about. Because they clearly have a lot of sponsors and that is not what their brand is all about. That is why they had to use Faith as a scapegoat. That's just what happened. Not because other housemates have not done something that deserved for them to be disqualified. Take for example Zita. What she did with Rude Boy was unspeakable. Even though she was remorseful, she apologized before Big Brother addressed the whole thing. That attitude, like, come on. A lot have happened and nothing was done. So yes, I get the fact that Faith, went overboard and they closed the whole chapter of the show. But that doesn't mean that other persons in the house are innocent. I don't want to really call a lot of names, but we watched the show, we saw what happened. A lot were swept under the carpet. At some point, you started asking questions like, is Big Brother this year different? So, Sultana, salty baby, I get how you feel. I get the fact that you are very upset. And you have every right to be upset. But yourself, they're innocent because you don't do one or two. Honestly speaking, if Faith was seriously cautioned the first time, he did that thing with Imisi. If they cautioned him and, issued him a strike at that time, it wouldn't have gone this wild. Like, he did that. He did the whole kerosene thing. He fought with, several other housemates. They kept giving him wings to fly. Nothing was done. Nothing. The guy kept, flying, thinking that the production thing is behind him. He just kept moving and turning bad and bad and bad. Because Faith was actually not like this at the beginning of the show. Faith was very gentle. He chats a lot. You see him having plenty of conversation with Doris and Sultana. All of a sudden, after that first fight with Imisi, Oga turned something else. And he grew from there. He just go off on people, say very condescending things, and don't feel any form of remorse. Now, production team I go blame because they clearly encouraged his attitude. If they curbed it earlier, it wouldn't have gone this bad. Now, they don't cash out, get all their money finished. Now throw him out. I really feel bad for Faith, honestly speaking. And I hope that guy gets the help he needs. Because this kind of attitude, gonna be a lonely road though. Finally, Big Brother decided to address Imisi constant use of Yoruba vernacular speaking since week 1. I'm surprised that it took Big Brother 10 weeks to address the situation. Baby girl always loved to speak Yoruba. I understand she's very proud of her tribe and all of those. There are a lot of people watching Big Brother show. Big Brother show cut across Africa, continent. Like a lot of persons are watching. You need to speak, when you speak your dialect, translate it, let people understand what you're saying. She has gotten so comfortable, like sometimes I be like, okay. I think he told them, this is 10th week. We are in the last week. That doesn't mean that Big Brother's rule does not stand. I'm still very shocked that Faith was disqualified 2 days before the end of the show. So Biggie said, because it's last week, does not mean say maybe they, move anyhow. And she seemed really shocked. I'm like, baby girl, why are you shocked? But the only thing I don't like is, even though Imisi has been constantly, speaking Yoruba without translating, there are other housemates that also speak Yoruba without translating. Even though they do not speak as much as Imisi, we see people like Bobo, sometimes Kola too, especially when they are interacting with Imisi. And to even make it worse, the punishment is for her not to talk. She's meant to be mute, no talking. To even make it more interesting, there is no notepad to write down or communicate or anything. We know that the other day, unlike, when Kola was punished, Big Brother gave him notepad to write. But this one, baby girl has nothing to write. Nothing. No communication, just be mute. And finally, guys, housemate pool party was, it was okay. The last pool party of the season. A lot of them seem uninterested. I bet, what is Imisi wearing? Why is there every pool party? Baby girl just has something to What was that? To even make it more interesting, she came with her baby. Daddy Kola will look after the baby for a while. Mommy Imisi will carry it, And Kola and Imisi had a lot of fun in the pool. And Dede was having fun. At some point, she looked really moody. I don't know what the cameraman was doing. They will show us Imisi and Kola in the pool playing. The next thing they will show us, they're sitting on the swing looking moody. Is there an information that needs to be passed? If people want to say something, say it clearly. Let's understand. What are people trying to say? Not once, not twice, not thrice. Okay. Tried. They partied well. It was fun. It was chilled. They drank. They ate their meat as usual. 2 more days. 10 over 10 says it will be a wrap. So guys, let me know what you think about the whole Sultana, conversation and reaction. Just like I said, I understand her feelings. And her feelings are absolutely valid. But Sultana is not a perfect person. She has had her own fair share of not so good experience. And to even make it more interesting, when she did that to Dede, she did it unprovoked. Dede did not do anything to her. Dede was clearly doing 1 or 2 with Jason J. And baby girl was by the side upset for no reason because she herself liked Jason J. She now decided to go and wee on her box. Biggie addressed every, wrong thing that happened in this house. I don't think Faith will be disqualified by now. Let me know what you think.